Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Tabletop Gaming Guild is all about the experience and memories that playing tabletop games with friends and families can create. Today we're looking at Dwellings of Eldervale, a sort of a 4X game, not quite, but basically in Dwelling of Eldervale, one of the most important things is to pay attention to is making sure you're advancing on your elemental track, the various elemental tracks, and getting dwellings out per the name. Uh, on a turn, you have two options. You can either place a unit on a tile and take the action from the tile, or withdraw all your units and get to place units onto cards to take actions. So either way, you're getting actions. When you place units, your first unit has to be on a space on its own. You cannot have any other units or monsters in that space. All subsequent units must be placed in adjacent tiles. Subsequent units can be placed with enemies or monsters, cannot be ever placed with your own units. When you place a worker, you get to take the action associated with the tiles. The colored tiles are pretty straightforward. These are the elemental tiles. You get to take one of the tokens. Top one should be face up. And put it on your player board. If that stack of tokens is ever empty, you get the resource printed on the tile instead. Some of the tiles give you a choice of one or two tokens. Those tokens go on your player board. You can have a max of 4. And the actual physical game has a clear reminder because you have a tray to put it in. Those tokens can be used for one of two things. They can either be traded in for the resources shown on them, which you have a cap of 5 resources of each type, or they can be used to upgrade a card. So if you look at your starter card, it has it has 3 action spaces on them. One of them has a square on it, which is a space a token can go. So, like, John has gather action with a gem on it. You can cover that up, and you get the resources on the token instead of the gem. Then there's these ruin spaces, which each have their own type of action, unique action. In a 4 to 5 player game, there are 2 dungeon spaces. They're probably one of the most important tiles. What they do is they allow you to draw a new tile and place it on the board, which has to touch at least 2 tiles. You may then buy 2 cards from these adventure decks. You can only buy face-up cards, so there's 2 colors, the white and the light blue, that are not going to be in the game at all. You can never buy. You must pay the cost in the top right of the card. So let's say this green card is going to cost you 2 hammers. That cost can range from 2 to 4 resources. For your second one, if you can't afford or don't want to buy your second card, you can choose to discard a card from the game instead. The next card is not flipped until the end of your turn, so you can never buy 2 of the same color. For each card you bought, you get to go up on the elemental track that matches the color. The elemental tracks count. You get points that are noted by your level on the elemental track at the end of the game. They're also multipliers at the end of the game, so they're very important. The next most important building to describe is the mill, which is the one with the little house on it. And that allows you to build a dwelling. When you build a dwelling, you have to have a worker on a tile, and you're going to spend the resources in the top left. So I would have to spend 2 hammers, and I could put a little roof on my worker. I would immediately go up on the elemental track that matches according to the number of little symbols that are on the top of the tile. So I'd go up 1 on the green elemental track. I would also score 2 points for each adjacent dwelling, and 2 points for each ruin tile. So these tan tiles. So in this case, I'd only get 2 points because I have 1 ruin tile next to me. Those are also worth end game scoring. So at the end of the game, they're worth points equal to how far you are up on the matching elemental track. The other important thing to note on these is those units are no longer considered units. So they can never be taken off the board in any way. There can never be more than 1 dwelling in a space. And that should be it. Okay. The next tile I want to talk about is this portal that gives you the ability to buy more units. The cost of the units are on your start card. Basically, a basic worker is going to cost you 1 resource for the first one, 2 for the second, 3 for the third. And all the other special workers have specific costs that are listed on your start card. So like a dragon costs you 2 gem and a scroll. Each of them have special abilities. The warrior allows you to place the warrior in the same space as an enemy or monster, even if it's your first placement. The wizard can teleport anywhere on the board. So when you place him, he can go anywhere that doesn't have another unit on it or monster. The dragon can be placed 2 spaces away from another one of your units. They also roll different number of dice in combat, which is indicated on your player board. And each player is going to have 2 worker types, unit types with a special ability. Getting out new tiles, dwellings, and buying new units. Next one, fortress is pretty simple. Anytime you see an icon with a treasure chest on it, that means you can spend any resource, which includes gold and magic cards, to get, in this case, you spend 2 resources to get 2 gold. Gold is a wild resource. The mage tower, you can spend any 2 resources to buy 3 magic cards. You have to discard 1 of the 3. Actually, we should start with 5 magic cards. Well, what is T allows you to take cards.
How many did you say?
5.
I got this one that says I win.
There is no such card. So there are 3 types of magic cards. I'll just show you on mine. So there are spell cards that are one-time uses, and they have costs on the top. So for this one, if I am on the first level on purple, it's free, which purple is not in the game, so it's never going to be free. Or I can spend the resource on the left, which is a gem. And then I get to use the power. You have quest cards that are going to give you an objective, and you can play that anytime you have met the objective to score it immediately. And then there's end game scoring cards that basically, unless you discard them out of the game, they're stuck in your hand until the end of the game. You have a cap of 7 cards in your hand, so you kind of have to decide whether they're worth flooding your hand. Oh, by the way, some of the spells don't have any cost. So that's magic cards. Oh, when you play a quest, one of these mid-game scoring, it just goes in front of you because some of the end game scores cards refer to how many of those you've had. Okay, so next we're talking about, that's actually all the tiles on the board. We're going to talk about recalling your workers. When you recall your workers, you must recall all your workers, but you do it one at a time. You can then put them on cards in front of you to take the actions. If you look at your start card has 3 actions on it. All other cards are going to have 1 or 0. Your start card, you'll notice on the left, it shows a worker. Some of the cards will show a specific unit, but if it shows a worker, you can use any unit. The top action allows you to get a new unit, just like the tile does. The gather action allows you to get the resource, which is the gem, unless you've upgraded it with a token to get that resource instead. The bottom action allows you to build a dwelling, which is why taking them off one at a time is important, because you have to have a worker still on the board to do this. When you do that, you get to build a dwelling just like the tile does, allows you to do. And that, again, that unit is no longer considered a unit and is not removed from the board. Most of the cards are pretty self-explanatory. I will explain these door cards, which is always the top dark card of each color deck. If you place a worker on them, you get the resource shown on the left. If you have a token on the spot on the right, you only get that resource if you're also the highest in that color on the elemental tracks. Tying does not give it to you. You must be the highest. Okay. The other thing that happens when the first time you recall is you're going to take one of your tokens and put it on the glory track. Once all players have recalled, peace has ended and combat is possible. And also monsters become aggressive. From then on, anytime you place a unit in a space with a enemy unit, or a monster, you begin combat. If you place a unit adjacent to a monster, it moves into your space and attacks. When combat is triggered, starting to the person of the player's left, everybody gets one opportunity to bring any adjacent units into the combat. So everybody could potentially get involved in this combat. You would then determine how many dice you get, which is you look at the units you have in the battle, which can be anywhere to 1 to 3 dice per unit. Plus, you get additional dice if you have a dwelling in the space or an adjacent space. But there's a cap of 6 dice. Once you roll the dice, the highest single dice wins the game. So it doesn't matter if you have 4 6s, as long as your highest dice is a 6 and nobody else has a 6, you've won. If there's a tie, you look at the next highest dice and next highest and so forth. If you win a fight against another player, you go up on this glory track and get the indicated reward. If the fight is against a monster, you can either go up on the element track matching its color or go up on the glory track. And monsters roll dice equal to what's shown on the cards. This blue monster rolls 5 dice.
Wait, where do we see that he rolls 5 dice?
It's on over here. And it also reminds you can either go glory track or blue. I'll talk about its specific build. It's weird. It's normally monsters move towards you. It'll actually move directly away from you, if possible. If it can't go in that direction, it will move towards you, this specific monster. So you can actually force it to go into combat with somebody else. Okay. If all losing players in a battle go into the underworld, and for each unit you've lost, you gain a sword. Swords can be spent to gain extra dice in combat. When you recall workers, if they're in the underworld, they come back to you, but you do not get to take actions for them. So that's the last thing to talk about for endgame scoring is a little more detail on this elemental track. If you ever reach the top of any elemental track, which purple's no longer in the game, so I need to remove that. You get this orb. There's also orbs on the glory track as well for being the first to reach those. Those can be spent in 3 ways. If you have it, you can either put it on one of these orb boards and get that reward. There are certain adventure cards that have a cost that you can put those on the card to permanently negate that cost. And there's certain adventure cards that have abilities that are only unlocked if you have an orb attached to that card. The other thing to note on this elemental track, if you ever reach the top and gain more and would move further up on that track, you just lose that extra movement. You also only have 4 tokens to put on these tracks, and there's 5 tracks. So if you ever need to go up on a track and don't have a token on it, you would put a new token on it. But if you don't have any tokens left, you can either remove one from a different track or forgo that and move up on any track of your choice. Last thing is endgame scoring. When you score at the end of the game, first thing you're going to score is how far you are up on each elemental track. You'll score the number next to it. Then each dwelling will score points equal to your how far you are on the matching elemental track. Then you would score certain points from magic card, from your magic cards or endgame scoring cards, adventure cards. There's a couple different types of adventure cards. We'll probably just talk about them when they come up. But that should be it. Again, the important things are getting up on this elemental track and getting dwellings out there. Oh, endgame trigger. 2 possible endgame triggers. Either this bag of tiles is empty, or somebody has built all of their dwellings. At which point, everybody, including the person who triggered the end of the game, gets 1 more turn.
Yeah, is there a way for like more of the tiles to get out on the board? I thought I remember something like that. Is that
Yes,
the thing?
that was the dungeon location.
Yeah, that's right.
That allows you to put out a tile and buy some cards. Getting good cards is pretty important in this too.
Yeah.
So summoning more workers, you have 6 on your board. Is that the limits, or because I don't see any more out and about? So that's what I'm.
You have 6 basic workers and the 3 special workers.
Okay, so that's the limit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You start the game with 3 workers, so you can kind of like throw the other ones aside, so you don't mix them in.
Oh, okay. We only start with 3. Okay.
All right, I'll pull 3 off. So that way I kind of know everything that's on the board I need to buy because.
And you see,
Knowing that we start with 3, that makes a lot more sense because I was confused. Is like, why do we need to summon more if we're starting with 6 and there's only 6?
Yeah, and you start with 1 of each resource. Okay, we're supposed to roll to see who goes first. We roll all 6 dice, and whoever has the highest number gets to go first. Highest single die. My highest is a 6. My second highest is a 6.
Same.
Third highest is 4.
Same.
Fourth highest is a 4.
All right, I got a 3.
How do I select multiple things?
Hold shift.
Shift and drag.
Shift. Okay.
And then R to roll. You can also click and drag once you hold
Yeah.
shift. Oh, so I think Evan.
I think it's you. Of
course.
No, you are because we had 2 6s. He only has one.
He only has 1 6. So I'm first, then
Yep.
John, then Evan. So
I guess I'll go last.
That's right, you will.
I am gonna start by taking the nice.
Oh, Rob says this is how he sees you in his dreams, Evan.
What?
It's on the Twitch.
Oh, okay. I was like confused.
It's a mutual friend of ours.
I don't know if I want to know the context of that statement.
I think he's referring to the ethereal, glowy space nature of his camera view.
Okay.
All right. So you went there and you took the tile, right? That's
Yes.
The other actions you could do is there any other actions you do on the resource spaces other than taking a tile?
On the colored spaces, no. So it's you're either taking a tile from one of the colored spaces or taking one of the ruin more complex actions, which are printed on them, but if you need a reminder, I can go through it.
I think I'm good. All right. So, we're only going to get 3 actions because I don't think there's too much trickery. I mean, you could potentially go and summon, like I could, like as my first action, just drop on the portal, can't I? And summon 2 guys.
You can summon 1 guy per time you go there. So.
That's right.
So yes, that is something you'd have to spend a resource, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'll tell you what I'm probably going to do with my second action is go to the dungeon and start buying.
Yeah, and we can
maybe I might get one more resource before I do that.
Yeah, now the tiles, can we just spend those without using them?
Yes.
And upgrading?
Yes, you can always spend them or use them for upgrades.
All right. So, okay. So Nathan went there. And what did you get from going there? You got that thing.
Double hammer.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. I kept on seeing the red hex, and I kept looking at John's stuff, and I was trying to figure out what he got, and then I realized I should be looking at yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I'll do that. And then there's basically all those options. All right. I think I want to keep that. Yeah, so I'll spend the scroll. And put it out there. And I will get myself a worker.
If anybody joins late on Twitch, they're going to wonder why Peter's showing on here. Not.
Yeah, ignore Peter.
All right, you're done, John?
Yep, I'm done.
All right. So I think I'm going to go take my guy, and I think I'm going to drop him over here. And then I take this resource right there, right?
I think there's more than 1 tile there. I think you grabbed all of them. Is there more than 1 tile there, or is there only 1 tile there?
That's 1 tile.
Should there only be 1 tile there?
There should be.
Because I thought all of them were like a pile of 3. Yeah, I only see 1 tile there. So.
Oh yeah, they're still over here. Okay, I when I grabbed them, I only grabbed 1 from the thing.
Jeez, Nathan, come on.
Okay, so there you can have that. There you
All
go.
right, now we flip it over, right?
Yep.
Okay, and that one I picked, it's either a hammer or a gem, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, and that's it for my turn.
Yeah.
So then it's Nathan's, right?
Yep.
Oh, yes. So now I have to go adjacent to my worker. Normally, if I go into Evan's spot, it'd be combat, but because we're still in peace, it will not. Do I want to do that?
Let's see. Let's kind of go over maybe like what our special abilities are, so we're not
Oh, yeah.
surprised.
I forgot to even
my-
look at mine.
My workers are brutal strength, so they all roll 2 dice in combat.
Nice.
And my warrior is a battle rager. Every time he's in a battle, I gain a victory point whether I win or lose.
Nice.
I have no special abilities.
Liar.
Liar.
For my worker.
Mm-hmm.
So what does your warrior do?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Regeneration at the end of your turn. If a warrior is in the underworld, you may move it to an unoccupied realm.
Okay.
Interesting.
So basically, it doesn't really give you anything when you do that, but it means when you recall, you still get to use them for an action because you're no longer in the underworld.
Yep. And then
You
your
can also-
dragon.
Block people.
I can re-roll any dice that result in a 1.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
My person, workers. When I regroup, if I have 3 or more workers in Eldervale, I can advance on the glory track 1 space, which is pretty cool.
Which means you're going to get that right off the bat.
Yeah. And my wizards, when I use your wizard to perform an action, you may substitute potions to pay for the resource cost. Okay.
You're a wizard, Nathan.
Yeah, and you're the Atlanteans. I'm the Ember Crush Ogres and Mosswood Trolls. All right.
Troll sounds appropriate.
All right. So Nathan, you took your turn yet then or no?
Oh no, I didn't. I got so now that I've looked at my power, I kind of think I'll change what I plan to do. I will go where Evan is and take this resource, even though it's not the greatest tile. It's not bad though.
All right. My turn then.
Mhm.
I am going to go here and take this gold one because that's or this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, gold, a wild resource. The other one's for a magic card.
Yep. All right. That's my turn.
Oh, now question. So on John's turn, when he places meeple here, should the crocodile have moved?
Not
It
until
would have normally, but monsters don't become aggressive until after, war is available.
correct.
So that ability doesn't count until later then?
Correct.
Yep. But otherwise, yeah, he would have moved in and attacked me because he would have moved the opposite, but he couldn't move, so he had moved towards me instead.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much because of his placement, that's going to be his behavior. If you push, yeah, he's just going to attack. So like his behavior doesn't even really do anything right now.
I'm going to place here and
I was going to take that. Ooh.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
It might be worth changing my plans for. No, I kind of want to show you how this works. So I will go to the dungeon. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a tile. There's no monster icon on here, so it doesn't spawn a monster. Then I have to pick where I'm going to place it. I'm gonna place it over here, I think. Gonna get 2 stacks of black tokens on it. And I go up. No, I don't do that. I can buy 2 cards. So I have hammers. I didn't even look at what I'm gonna buy. Potions. That's a gem. So I can't buy the one I would really want, which is the blue. So I didn't think this through. I'm gonna buy the black door for 2 hammers, which it's gonna cost me this. Actually, I'll spend this token and the resource. I'm just gonna throw it away. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna put them towards the middle, but yeah.
Oh no, I have to do the 2 hammers actually because of what I want to do next.
Mm.
Now I need to find one that costs 2 gems, which is going to be the yellow. Okay, so then I have to spend the other token and this gem. And so I bought 2 cards, a black and a yellow. So I go up on black and yellow. I am not currently on those tracks, so I have to take tokens from here, my supply, black, and go up 1 on black, 1 on yellow, and then my turn is over.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh.
I do need to flip the next card for. I just want to flip 1 card, not the whole pack. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
So I got myself another gold. Let's see. What do we have over here now?
Those are interesting ones. One of them just gives you a passive power, where even if your units are dead, they still can used for actions when you recall. The other one is end game scoring. If you put gold onto that gold tokens onto there, you get score points for that, plus all gold in your supply.
Interesting. All right, but yeah, that's my turn then. Yeah, because I just got gold there. So
I'm gonna go here. Take this guy.
now I'm trying to remember, what does the building a shelter do for you, other than just taking up one of your workers?
You get immediate points. You go up on the elemental track based on the number of the symbol on the top of the tile, and the dwellings are end game score as well.
Oh, we probably should have had these blue ones here flipped over.
Yeah. Did Devin take his turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna recall. First time I recall, so I'm putting a token on the glory track. With my special ability, since I have 3 workers I'm recalling, I go up 1, which is going to give me 2 points. Oh, I need a token on my. Oh, score tokens are over here. So I have 2 points. Oh, starting score. I should have started at 1. Evan starts at 3. So turn order disadvantage for scoring. So now I've moved up 2 points. And since I'm recalling, I can take recall actions. I'm going to take 1 guy off of here. What do I want to do? I want to. I'll get a potion. I'll grab them in a minute. I will get a scroll for this action. And I will get another potion for this action. 2 potions. And a scroll. Then at the end of my turn, I just put them back on my board. That's my turn. John, you bought another worker at one point, didn't you?
Yep.
So you're the only one that doesn't have the red collar yet.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's not a lot of good things that I can buy out here. So I don't feel like that. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We have cards. All right, I'm going to do this one. I play this on my turn. Destruction. I have 1 rank in red. Everybody, you get to destroy your choice. You may discard 1 treasure token or 2 resources. I can't hear you, Nathan.
Oh, sorry. I don't have any treasure card tokens, so I have to lose 2 resources.
Yep.
Jerky jerk face.
Oh man, I feel so bad.
Now, magic cards do count as resources, but
oh yeah, what can they count for as resources other than they're just a resource? Like, so you could discard cards if you wanted to.
Yep.
And I also could have discarded a card for building my unit then. Is that how that works?
Oh yeah. Yes, you could have.
Oh.
I will lose a hammer and a sword.
I mean, nothing out there requires scrolls anyway, so. Okay, well, that doesn't do anything. All right, that's hilarious.
Oh wait, I wanted to keep my scroll.
Oh, means that's the only way.
Put my no, not my hammer, my sword. Put my sword up here. There we go. I fixed my error.
All right, you good then?
Yeah.
All right. So for my action, ooh, I don't like.
Does this starting card count as what's referenced in the magic cards as one of your tableau cards?
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot. You do get points for all your tableau cards equal to how far you are on the elemental track as well.
So,
like for each one of my black cards is going to be worth 1 point right
now. Yeah, at these cards that you buy, yeah.
Yeah, but my starting card counts towards that as well.
Oh yeah, because it's a red card. So yeah, I start. Okay, yep.
That is actually something very important. The big thing that I forgot: you are capped on how many you can score based on how many dwellings you have. For each dwelling, I believe you can score 3 of them. Yes.
In that specific color or
in any color.
Okay.
So that's kind of one of the balancing mechanisms. Like, okay, well, I got 3 cards right now, so I want to have at least 1 dwelling. Once I have 6, I want to make sure I have, once I have more than 3 cards, I kind of want to make sure I have 2 dwellings by the end of the game.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of. You have most of 7 cards in your hand, right?
Correct.
And so then by that, so you could discard 2 cards to draw 3 and discard 1 then, I guess, if you really wanted to. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. You want I just need things, so I think I will take gem, or I'll just corner the market on all the gold, I guess. Seems like a
Gold is
thing to do.
It's definitely a good thing to have.
In fact, I could swap this in here for this, can't I? If I wanted
Yes,
to.
you can.
I mean, it seems like a thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn then.
All right. So to me, I'm going to play one of my magic cards then.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Tailwind here. So I got to use my scroll resource. Allows me to activate my tableau over here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to use that on the summon so I can get another worker.
Okay. So yeah, you can use that immediately to. You can now place it and take your placement action.
Okay. Do I still have to pay the extra resource for the worker then? I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Oh. Toss this hammer over there. Okay, so now I have the worker in there. Now I don't have to recall because I have the worker. So
So it isn't a huge surprise if it comes up. There are cards in these adventure decks that allow you to take control over monsters and use them as your own units. That are really cool. Usually they require orbs to actually be able to use them.
all right, I just got to figure out what I want to do with this worker. All right, and I know it's been asked, but it's not sinking into my brain. What is the benefit of building the dwelling again?
When you build it, you get points, immediate points for all adjacent buildings and ruins. You get to go up on the elemental track that matches the place you build it, based on the number of symbols on the top of the tile. And it's end game scoring multiplied by matching the how far you up on the matching elemental track. It also determines how many cards from your tableau you can score at the end of the game, and it counts in combat. So they're really powerful.
And once they're there, they're there.
Permanently there. There's no way to get rid of them.
And nobody else can build there also.
Correct. It's a big part of the game. As I kind of said at the beginning, it's like the most important cards is between the tiles is between going to the dungeon to get more cards in your tableau and building dwellings.
Well, I think I'm gonna build a dwelling.
Okay.
So with that, I could either go to the dwell or I could go to the mill. Either or, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah, you might as well go in the mill.
I don't want the whole thing. I want the guy. No.
Here. Lock it down. There you go.
There.
Now you can't move the board.
There we go. So we'll go to the mill. We'll take this and we'll put it. I'm thinking on this guy here,
Well, you have to
Yeah.
pay 3 gems to do that,
Yes.
which I have.
which you have. Oh, yep.
Let's move him here so we know it's can't be done again. Okay, so you would actually score 6 points because it's adjacent to 3 different ruins. So I'll give you the 6 points. You are green,
Green.
so you're under me. So you're up to 9 points. You would then go up on the yellow
2.
elemental
Yeah.
track by 2. So you grab one
Okay.
which also means that I am no longer the highest on the yellow track, so my gate card is less useful. And that's it for now.
Okay, and that's my turn. Was it a smart move? We'll find out.
I think it's definitely a good potential strategy. It gives you fewer workers, but you get a lot of.
Yeah, I know. I was debating that myself. I was
But-
like, do I want to have the extra worker, or do I want to, get a jump on that? I mean, it's kind of.
So I have one more turn to place a unit before everybody's recalled and I can
And
no
war
longer do it
happens.
without combat. So where do I want to go?
Now I can't remember if they have a house there. Can you still start your action there?
Yes, it's not counted as a unit, so it does not stop you. You cannot ever
Okay.
trigger combat. I think I am gonna go. Where am I? Oh, the markers are on my board. I am gonna go here. Take the magic card token. And I am going to play a magic card, which allows me to discard 2 magic cards, and I get to pick up 3. Because I didn't like those ones.
Mm.
Oh, man. Okay. So those are gone.
All right. My turn then?
Yep.
So I recall. Let's see.
Okay, that card's not bad.
I'll recall him, drop him here, and get myself a gold. And then, I was thinking about doing the build there on the yellow, as I recalled, but somebody had to be a party pooper.
Yep.
So, do I also build? And I could, or I could get card. That's the eternal question, isn't it? Here, do you still keep the one card that you actually played in front of you?
No. I'll just start over here.
Because I thought there was something I cared about them.
Those are only for quest cards.
Ah, okay. Let's see. I don't have many places to go here. Because also, I would then basically, my 4th guy would come back. I would have no place to put him, correct?
Correct.
Let's see.
You do have to pull everybody back if you're pulling back, but
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want? I'll go ahead and discard a card here. Yeah. Do you want? This is almost never going to be useful for me, so I'm going to discard polymorph, and I will get myself a worker. And then, do you want? Because I did that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go here. I will spend the gold and the hammer. And I will turn this guy here into this guy here into a house. No. My house does not want to sit on my head.
I'm locking all the tiles down. Suppose I could have just hit L instead of right clicking. Oh yeah, you're. Let me check.
All right, that's good
There
enough.
you
All right.
go. Okay.
Anyway, so go up one on the black.
No, you. Oh yeah, you built.
Yeah,
Yeah,
built
you go
on the black.
You get 6 points.
Yep.
Oh no, 8 points because of 3 ruins and adjacent to
Another
Evan's
building. Yep.
And then we'll go.
All right, and yeah, that's my turn then.
Okay, so at this point, I have to recall I have no other option, right?
Yep. Oh, John, you need to put one of your markers on the glory track.
Oh, yep. I suppose.
I might as well take mine over there too, because I'm recall.
And peace is ended.
All right, so we're going to take up from this one first. We're going to go here, and it'll give me a hammer. Oh. Then we take up from this one. And then I can put it on the summon, right?
Yep.
And then if I wanted to do that, it would cost me 2 resources or 2 cards, right?
Yes. Unless you want to do your special units, they have their own costs.
And you can't sub those costs. They have to be that specific thing, right?
Correct. Or,
Okay.
wild, the gold.
Yeah.
Wild.
So I'm going to pitch these 2 end scoring ones because they're okay. So the guy that I summoned just goes on my board, right?
Yep.
And then I grabbed him. And he would go on my dwell, but I'm not building anything, so.
Well, those aren't end scoring. Those are mid game. Victory.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They were scoring, but not like killer anything. And then so that goes on my dwell, but I'm not building anything, so that's it for me, right? I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so now if I go in somebody else's spaces, I'm going to cause combat. I also have to be careful about going adjacent to the monster.
You should go and drop Jason to the monster.
Get these further away.
How do we get more monsters? I'm trying to remember how that. Oh, it's whenever we pull a tile, it'll have the icon on it. Yeah.
I am going to place a person onto here, I guess. I don't have the resources right now to buy more cards. At least not quite enough.
All right, my turn then?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go here. Take that. All right.
Oh, there. Evan. I was looking for it. I almost couldn't see it with the. It almost blended to the background.
Camouflage. I'm in my element.
Oh, this one's a gem and a hammer, not ore.
Yeah, there's some of them there too. Like this one here is a potion and a scroll.
Yeah.
And this down here is double scroll or double swords.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I suppose I should move my guys back over here. Okay. So it's got to go on the edge.
Does it have to go on the edge?
No, it just can't.
It can't be
Be
where somebody
changed.
else is, which
Yeah.
is pretty much going to be an edge right now.
Well, you can go where the houses are
You
as
could.
well, so you can go in the center, but just be careful. You don't necessarily want to go around again next to the monster if you don't want to battle. So your safe spaces are pretty much just the 2 black spots.
And the monster is
And
5
double
dice, right?
Yeah.
And how
He
much do
would
you
get-
move up when you beat him?
Just 1 on the glory or 1 on the elemental track.
Hmm.
Okay. So I think we're going to go here.
Yeah, I almost went there.
We're going to take this 2 sword.
Okay.
Now, is it whenever you take one of those, you can use that to replace the gather, or is it that a separate action to use that to replace the gather?
It's a free action. You can do it at any point.
Oh, at any point I can move them over. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm not really well suited to combat right now.
What, you don't want to pick a fight with Red, who's getting like 3 dice?
No, I don't. I mean, I could technically get 2 dice into combat, but because I can bring a person in.
Yep.
Actually,
But you still would already be down.
Yes, but as you're rolling d6s against John.
Am I only going to have 3
Yes.
dice?
Well, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to spend this token to get another magic card. Which I am going to actually finish this quest. To complete this quest, you must have 2 scrolls in your supply. Gain 1 for each scroll in your supply. So I get 2 points. Whatever. No. Next. Do I do it? Just to be. No, I need to get that resource before I do that. Okay, so I'm going here. I'm getting a hammer. Okay, so now anybody that goes there is just going to get a hammer resource because there's no tokens left.
Yep. All right, my turn then?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go here. And I get a hammer, right?
You trigger combat.
And then I trigger combat.
Okay, so starting with
Fight.
Evan, you don't have anybody adjacent, so you can't join.
But I can watch.
I can join. I will join. Yes, I guess.
All right, I also will join.
Okay, so right now you are getting. Oh wait,
5
each
dice.
of yours are worth 2.
Yeah, each of mine are worth 2. Yeah, I'm all about that. I'm all about that fighting life.
So you're getting 5 dice.
Yeah, I'm getting 5 dice.
I'm getting 2.
2. Mm-hmm.
I can spend this token that has a sword on it for 1 more dice, which I think I will. So I'm getting 3 dice against your 5.
Yep.
Okay. Are you spending any swords to add more dice?
Nope. I
That
feel
is done in
good.
turn order too, so I would have to decide before you. You decide last. Okay, so now we roll.
Yep. Oh man, what the heck is this garbage?
It's you rolling d6s, John. That's what it is.
Okay. So both your units die. You do get 2 swords because 2 units died.
Yep.
You didn't have a new warrior, so that you don't get that ability. Okay. So I get 1 glory for winning the battle. Or one up on the glory track. Which gives me a
Cool.
resource of my choice, which is gonna be what's out here? I want hammers, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hammer. Okay.
All right. Well, that was my turn.
How does the portal work again?
Portal, just like the same way as if you put it on your card, you get to buy a worker. The cost on your starter cards is
Okay, so it's just basically a summon without going to the place to summon.
yeah. I'm still highest on black. I am not highest on either of my gate cards. Darn it, you guys messed me up.
That sounds like a failure to plan on your part there.
That is very much a you problem, Nathan.
Oh no, I got a solution.
Okay. It might be advantageous to go into the dungeon for me.
Dungeon's always a good
But you
action.
can't get to the dungeon right now.
That's true.
You gotta take the whole path up there first.
Oh, my
No, you
structure
don't.
doesn't count?
Nope, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that I didn't realize that did not count.
It has to be adjacent to a unit. You can double check that. Yeah.
So then my options are Mage Tower and the Mill. The Mill makes no sense, really.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, if you don't have the 3 hammers.
I have 1.
Yeah,
Well,
it doesn't
2.
seem- yeah.
So Mage Tower. It is.
Maybe you'll get some really good cards.
Okay. Now it's 2 resources. Could I use one of these cards that has 2 resources on it to satisfy that?
Yeah, one of the tokens. Yes.
Yeah.
So you could use your 2 swords if you wanted to,
Or the hammer and
yeah.
potion. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hammer and potion. Where are they're right here? What's this one to the side? Am I drawing that?
You can draw that. It's just I accidentally pulled it. Didn't look at it. And
Okay.
put it back.
So take 3. Get rid of 1.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Don't forget your hand limit of 7. But not that point yet.
Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. All right. Gonna get rid of this one just because I can't guarantee I'm gonna build enough dwellings to make it worthwhile.
Yeah. I always wait till too late to start building dwellings, so I never get to build dwellings.
I built that first one, but I don't know if it's going to be a steady thing or not. So I don't want to bank on be like, oh, I'm going to get 5 of them.
All right,
Yeah,
so you done then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you done? Okay.
Yep.
Normally, it'd be easier to tell when end game is because you know when the stack's running out, but because we have those 2 purples in there, it could end faster than we think, but because they're not supposed to be in there.
Hmm.
I am going to take this hammer token, put it on my black portal card.
So really, there's 7 technically in there.
Yes.
Okay.
And then once the end game is triggered, do we like all take one more turn after that or something?
Yes, including the person who triggered the game, the end game.
Yep.
Okay, I'm recalling my people. Because of my ability, I go up on the glory track. And this one gets me up 1 on the element of my choice, which is going to be black.
Really, I should have been sending 2 of your guys to the underworld.
Yeah. Should have happened, but it didn't. So I'm going here. I get a potion and a hammer. And second one will go here to get another potion. I am at my potion limit.
Well, how'd you go up on the black track?
I went up. I used my ability to go up on the glory track, which I hit the point where that gives you up on an element of your choice.
Ah.
And then I'm gonna go here, spend a potion to get my first worker, first extra worker. Okay.
All right, my turn then. Well, I have nobody on the board, so I can just go wherever I want. And I mean, that is a tempting tile to take, but you want I kind of want to do a dungeon action.
Okay, so draw from the bag of tiles. It's purple, so throw it away. Okay.
All right, so it's got a
It's gonna have a monster.
monster boy. So how do I get this to rotate here? There we go. Let's go ahead and I guess drop this one. There. And let's lock that. And
Okay.
we take a stack of tokens. Did you already grab it or no?
Not yet.
All right, I got it. Oop.
So that monster has an ability that if you trigger battle with it, no other units can join the battle. So you can't pull people in from other areas.
All right. Now I can buy 2 cards. So I'm spending 2 gems. And I guess throw that over here. And I will take the red door, which will bump me up red. And then let's see. I'm going to take the green door.
Okay.
And I will have to spend hammer and one of the gems or one of the monies. And that will send me up 1 on the green.
Interesting. We haven't really the ones we have. None of the ones we flipped are really good action spots. The red one, when you place a unit in any red tile, you get an extra gem. The green one, is one of those ones I mentioned that you can either put a token to upgrade it, or you can put a orb there. If you put an orb there, it's free. If you put the token, that's the cost. So every time you take that action, which has to be done with a warrior, either if you have an orb there, it's free. You get points equal to your level on the glory track, I believe. I've not seen that particular card before.
That's what I would read that as.
Yeah, that's how I'm interpreting. That makes sense. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can double check. You can keep going while I double check. One second.
Anyway, I'm done at that point, so you could probably go ahead and go there, Evan.
I wanted a clarification real quick. So I know that if I place in, I know I can't do it yet, but if I place in the dungeon where John is, that would trigger a fight.
Yep.
Yes.
But would I still get the action of that square?
Yes, you get the action first,
Okay.
and then you trigger the fight.
Okay. And I just realized this blue square is very bad because you would get both monsters coming towards you.
Yep.
Actually, I was going to mention that you get to choose which one.
Only one of them comes after you.
Okay.
Yep.
Which is still not ideal.
Yeah, and also, I mean, he's only 4 dice. So, I mean, you have a chance. Like, you can. But, I mean.
Not until you get their special meeples.
I don't need special meeples. What are you talking about?
You are a special meeple.
You would get 2 dice against him, but against his 4.
All right, we're going to go here. We'll get the Tamer.
We did interpret that brain card correctly. Points equal to the space on the glory track. Which is a lot if you can do that every round.
Yeah.
Or every couple turns. Where are all my people? They're all here. I don't have anybody out. I want to be trying to do gems more than anything. Ooh, that's probably worth going to. I'm gonna go here because I like this token, the gem and the hammer. And that's my turn. Oh, that was 2 gems underneath.
All right. Well, I'm going to go meh. And take that token. Actually, wait. Does that one have an ore? Yeah, that one has an ore. Sorry, I couldn't see the ore. Yeah. All right, but yeah, I think that's my turn.
Okay, I still have a meeple left. Oh, that 2 gem there is very, very tempting, Nathan.
Mm-hmm. You would get. Well, you could bring a more person in and get 2 dice against my 1. So unless you have a good magic card, it's kind of risky. You do have the token with the 2 swords that you can spend for extra dice, though.
I do.
Oof. John has a lot of swords.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. John wants to kill something, I think.
I have no more meeples to place.
All right. I think. I got some hard choices on this one.
That you do.
So one minor note, quest cards can be played at any time. Doesn't have to be your turn. Because it can matter.
Okay. I think I want to do that because I can get. All right, I have a question here. If you end up buying cards, say you use like a resource token that has 2 resources on it, can you split those up to like different things?
Yes, because basically you're trading in the token for resource for
Okay.
the resources, and then you're spending the resource.
I just want to make sure it wasn't like you're spending one on this, so the other one has to go with it too. All right. I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to place here. I'm going to get this token. Now it's my choice which one basically comes, right?
Correct. The blue one, you'd be rolling against 5 dice, but you could have this one of your other guys join the fight and have 3 dice against them. Black one, nobody can join, but you'd be 2 dice against 4. So again, it's only the highest dice that matters. So
Oh no, I'm only rolling 1 die, so
No, you got a house here. You get plus 1 die.
yes.
even though it's right, it is not.
It's
It doesn't have to be.
beside it.
It's beside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
on the
it
space
has
or
a range
adjacent.
of 1, basically. Yep.
And you can also spend your 2 swords for 2 extra dice. So you could have 4 dice against the black one, or
Now,
5 against the 5.
can monsters exist in the same square as each other?
I don't believe so.
Because this kind of matters on what I want to do.
Let me. I'm pretty sure they cannot, but I can double check. Where does it talk about that? You guys can talk about what you think about the game so far. While
Yes.
I
Yeah, I definitely am remembering this game now. I don't think I did well that first time I played it either, so we'll see how I do.
I'm struggling with resource generation, but that's just, I think, more on the learning of the game itself.
Yeah.
You can never have 2 monsters in the same space.
Yeah, I assume that was probably going to be the case.
Okay. So I'm going to I'm going to activate the Dread Crocodile, who would go this way, can't, and has to come here, right?
Yep.
which would trigger combat.
Then
Which I then play this magic card, which then makes combat not happen.
okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So it's like somebody goes to the mage tower. Basically, they cause the crocodile to have to move in and attack them. Then.
Correct.
Oh, so that's why you're asking. So because it can't move into where the
Yeah.
Yep.
black one is.
That would be why. It's like I said, a booby trap.
Mm-hmm.
Does James have to edit that out, booby?
I don't know.
But does he have to edit that one out? James, these are important questions you need to answer.
I think it's probably okay. It's like a elementary school level joke.
We might have to slap a PG-13 warning on this episode.
Adult only.
Well, I mean, if it's PG-13, we can
Stream.
drop one F-bomb. So.
Oh, yeah. Got to make sure it's worth it, though.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, like, if a huge combat happens and somebody plays a tricky card.
Or you rolled nothing but 2s, and you got, like, 5 dice.
So, probably next combat with John.
Yeah.
I did just take a hammer from the tile.
So, yeah, I pretty much have to recall. So these guys just come back.
While you do that, I'm going to step away for a second.
All right. And then, yeah, so I'm going to go and put this gold here.
Mm-hmm.
Go here. And I'll get a hammer and a gold.
Yep. You are highest on the yellow track. Oh, that's red track. But yes,
Red
you
track.
are the highest on that red track as well.
Well, not highest on the yellow track.
Oh, no, that's Evan. That's highest on the yellow.
Yeah. All right. And then the other one comes back, and I might as well just take a gold. Seems like the way to go.
Gold.
I mean, getting gold seems like the smart play for me here. And then I believe that is that's it.
Evan has his perfect timing.
Is it my turn now?
It is your turn now.
Look at that.
I didn't really have too much to do other than do worker placements.
Okay. All right. So I have to recall because I don't have any more gentle folk out. So we're going to pull. We'll pull this guy out because there's not much I can do with him. Now, before I pull, I can switch one of these resources into the gather as I so choose, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
If you playing a card with the Elmo type doesn't move you up in that element, right? You just basically can play it for free if you're up high enough. That's really the only thing you get from that, right?
Correct. You're talking about the spell cards?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to put that. I'm going to put the double swords there, and then I'm going to gather, so I'll get 2 swords.
So he's preparing for war.
What's the limit on resources again?
5 of each.
5 of each. Okay.
I see it's lots of swords in my opponent's camps.
Mm-hmm.
It's making me nervous. Is he about to buy a stronger unit too?
All right. I'm going to summon. Well, here's a question. If I spend this one, so it's a scroll and a potion. If I only use the scroll in there, do I get the potion resource?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better about using that.
Are you getting a soldier? Because you have the 2 hammers and a sword.
I think I am.
And what do your warriors do? Oh, you got the regeneration.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy. Buy the soldier guy. Ah,
So it sounds like you could be kind of a pain in the butt. So if we kill your warrior, he goes to the underworld, but then you can bring him back and put him in our way so that we can't take a specific action without attacking you.
yes, very much so. And he's a two die, so he's not a pushover either.
Yeah, he is. My workers are his equal.
You're just a brute.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
are you all?
I'm gonna take one guy. He's gonna go on the dwell, but I'm not building anything. And then the other one just kind of comes back, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have the resources left yet.
And then they just go back on my board, ready to go.
Yeah. You got enough workers, you might want to start getting cards to use them. Or you can just start turning them into dwellings.
Lots of options out there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go dungeon. Draw a token. Should I just put all the monsters together? I'm gonna want to go over there next, so I'm fine with it being here. So gold. And green monster goes on there. The green monster. What does he do? Okay. He's actually beneficial. As long as he's out, the mage tower produces an additional card. So you would draw 4 and discard 1.
I'm going to go kill him.
Okay. So then I get to buy cards. I have 3 hammers. So I'm going to buy this black card. That means that dying isn't a bit too bad for me. I go up on the black track. And then I'm going to buy this blue card for 2 potions. And go up on the blue track.
All right, Crumbling City. 2 hammers, 2 potions. Choose one of your tableau cards and discard it. Gain resources equal to the cost of discarded card and gain 5 points.
Interesting. And you have to use a warrior to go there.
And that gets rid of one of your other cards, right?
Yep. So, I mean, if you have, like, my yellow gate is kind of useless to me now, so that might be something I can consider. Oh, the blue one I have to flip. Still. Okay. Sunken Ship. Gain 1 gold, then place 1 discarded treasure token on this card. At the end of the game, you get 1 point for each treasure token. Okay. So those are the spent little tokens that would go on there. So basically, every time you go there, you get a gold and a point.
All right.
I don't know why I didn't just tell you guys to gain a point rather than putting a treasure.
I mean, other than if like people haven't been spending them, so I mean, it kind of makes it so
Yeah.
There's a kind of a limited supply of points you can get there.
True.
Because if people have been using them for upgrades instead.
And okay, that's my turn.
Here, Nathan, out of curiosity, do you have a 4th worker?
I do. He's on my board. He kind of blends in.
Okay, I was just curious, asking for a friend.
You're wondering if I'm going to recall next turn because you want to take one of the actions? I'm on.
Or I want to attack you with on one of the actions that you're on. Or maybe I have something even meaner to do.
Seems likely.
Just don't look at the stream. You won't know.
I don't generally look at the stream because I don't have enough monitors. I'm using 3 different monitors to run my end as is.
All right. I can't drop in a place that you're at, correct? As my first one? Or can
Correct. Unless you're doing it with a warrior.
I? Right. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. And take a hammer. Oh, not 3 hammers. I just need 1. All right. That's my boring turn.
Okay. Evan has lots of options where he goes, but most of them will involve a monster attacking him or combat with one of us. Unless he just wants to go in that red spot. Hey, but maybe if he goes on the red spot, I'll attack him. With my non-combat focus.
All right, I got to figure out something here.
There's nothing to figure out. You're boned. You're hosed. There's no hope. Turn back.
And then in combat, if it's a tie, who wins?
If it's if it's like every single die.
Well, no, like how it goes. So top highest die is count.
If they tie, then you go the next one, till either it's no longer a tie or one of the players runs out of dice.
Okay, and then if
you both run out of dice at the same time.
That I don't know. It has not happened. If there is a true tie, then both players lose.
Okay.
So blood rage style. I really kind of feel like this is blood rage meets Last Light.
I don't know. It feels a little too worker placement for me in there, but
yeah. I mean,
it's a little more like small world-ish, but without because you're kind of moving along on the map that way, and that's how you take the actions.
all right,
but
I'm gonna go up here.
Except
I've always
not
felt
as annoying.
Yeah, I always felt that blood rage almost felt a little worker placement-y.
All right.
Did what I thought he was going to do.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting. Because I could go there, get the 2 swords, spend the 2 swords for the extra dice. And almost guarantee I win the combat by putting more people in. But do I want to do that?
Is that how you think it'll go?
Because you'll be opening all your spots up to John, moving right into there. Because he still has a worker left.
I got
Correct.
3 workers. Yeah.
Well,
See, I'm doing
Even-
mine. Workers on the board are to be bought. Mine,
Oh,
my available.
Well, he has
are
3
off the
workers
board.
then.
Yeah.
He has
Okay.
somewhere between 1 to 3 workers.
I will go and trigger combat. Okay, then John doesn't have anybody nearby, so he can't bring.
Do I?
anybody.
Do I? Don't be making that assumption quite yet.
Oh, do you have a card that allows you to pull you for further away?
Yeah, I might be able to jump into this battle here if I want to. And am I first on pick on this?
You're the first to bring units into battle.
This is the joint phase of a battle.
Yes.
All right, it's time.
What are you doing?
I'm spending 2 swords.
I don't know if this is a card I've seen because I don't know what does this.
Aerial assault. I'm dropping in 2 guys.
From your ready area, join the battle. Okay, so you got. Oh, I get
Whee!
this token, by the way. Before we start combat. Okay. So then I can. Evan, you don't have any magic tricks, right? To bring more units in?
Maybe I do.
You don't. Okay, I'll bring both of my guys in. I'm gonna spend my
Oh, is
2
this
swords.
also would I also have to spend my sword because I was going to spend it for 1 more die?
Oh yes, you would have to spend first.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
definitely
getting.
spending. I'm
Oh,
getting
wait,
5
no.
dice.
Yours are 2 each. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
get 5 dice right now. Evan, are you spending any swords?
Oh, no.
I will spend my 2 swords. This might actually not go my way.
Yeah.
I do get 5 dice as well.
Yep.
This guy, I wanted the resource, and if he died, he died.
I just wanted to do an aerial drop. I just wanted to go and send in the paratroopers.
Okay. So let's roll.
All right.
Oh, Evan, you get how many dice? 1?
1.
Good luck.
Yeah. See, if I cared about combat, I would have put like my bigger guy in there, but that's why I didn't.
Oh, come on. No 6s?
I got a 5.
I got 2 5s, a 4, a 3, and a 2.
I got a 6.
Yeah, so how does that work then?
Highest single value, single die wins.
That seems lame when you have more guys like that. I thought that would have to be for like each one, like gives you removal.
No, it's all or
That's
nothing.
lame. That is lame. Lame.
So you get swords for each person you lost, though.
Seriously, like I have a thing like requires me winning battles and going up in the glory. I should be up like 3 already.
Yeah. You just need to learn to roll dice.
I did. I tried rolling them all separately this time, so that wouldn't give me 4 2s again.
So yeah, I won that combat. I got up on the glory track that gave me an orb. And that's it. It's John's turn now. He could go and attack my lone guy.
I could.
Hey, you can get your revenge.
I'll win
Yeah.
that one too. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
With my
I kind
one
of want
die.
the token. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna join up.
Evan doesn't have any way to join up.
Or do I? I don't.
I don't have a way to join in. I have no swords to spend. John, you spending any swords? You're currently getting 5 dice.
I'm currently rolling 5 dice. I feel
Against
like
my 1?
5 to 1 is pretty good.
I'm gonna
already.
laugh so hard if you lose,
wait.
John.
Actually, you know what? Here's the thing. Actually, no, I wanted to do this. I'm sorry, we're not doing this yet. I forgot about something important I need to do before turn starts.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll be having my revenge one way or the other.
One way or another.
Might have to
All
edit
right.
that out.
So I am playing a card. I am playing Plague. So I'll spend a potion and a coin. Every person on the board goes to the underworld unless you spend a potion to save them.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
Aha! I
right.
have no money.
Yeah, that's right. Right, Nathan.
Well,
Vengeance.
fortunately, I do have this card that I
Yep.
bought. Do I want to spend potions to save them? I don't have the resources I need to build a dwelling, so no.
Yeah, but you don't have a warrior out there, sir. That only helps your warrior.
What?
That card that you got, that only works on warrior.
Oh, I didn't even read that close enough. I think I do want to spend 2 potions then. So I'll spend 2 potions, save 2 of my guys. Oh,
Yeah. All right, and then I'm going to go here and then take this.
actually, if I left a guy on there, you couldn't have gone there.
Yep.
You have chosen
But you didn't.
poorly.
Then I just would have gone somewhere else.
Um,
All right, that's your turn, Evan.
All right.
let me look if we get swords for that, actually. But you
Yeah.
can take your turn in the meantime, if it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me. All right. I'm going to take my warrior, and he shall go to the dungeon. Says there's nobody there now.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a monster on this one.
We do get swords for it.
All right.
Where am I going to put this one? We're going to put this one.
The nice thing, the rulebook is set up well, so it's easy to. I got an appendix to make it easy to look things up. I'll move the bread bag.
Yeah, we're going to put it right here.
We get the red monster now. We got tons of monsters. Gotta start killing these monsters.
The only monster here is man.
I thought you were going to say it's me. Okay, red monster is nasty. If he moves into a space containing a dwelling, the owner must discard a resource or lose a point. And fireball spells cannot be used against them.
That makes
Which
sense.
is- yeah.
All right, so I did that. Now I can buy stuff, which is the important part for me, because I'm going to play plowshares. So I got to spend a
Oh, wow.
hammer. Now my swords count as anything. I'm going to use those, and I'm going to take the sunken ship.
Mm.
Two potions, 2 scrolls.
Yep, because I got the potion scroll here, and then my 2
Ah.
swords.
Okay. What does he do? Oh, yeah, that's the one that's.
Yep.
Okay, you go up on the blue track. I'll put you up on the blue track for you. I need one of your tokens.
Oh,
I got it.
did you get it? Okay.
Yep.
No, you got the wrong color. That's yellow. No, he's
that's-
playing yellow.
He's not yellow.
Here. I ain't yeller.
Okay, and then are you buying a second card?
I have literally 0 resources.
You could choose one of the ones that's face up and discard it if you'd like.
Let me see. Let's get rid of the crumbling city.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we get blue card now.
Okay, resources.
Requires a dragon though. Okay, this is one that actually requires you to have an orb on it to get
do
the extra
stuff.
benefits of a point. When you go to do it.
Wait, I have recalled twice. I should have gone up on the glory once more, shouldn't I have?
No, he only gets that because of his special ability.
Oh, it's
when
special.
He recalls.
Okay.
Yeah,
then never mind.
it's his worker ability,
Oh,
which is also part of the reason why I did the plague, because I knew he wouldn't get it this time.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have gotten it 2 other times. 2 other times he should have been short workers.
So that's why you've been trying to kill me constantly.
Yeah.
Were you all done?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, so I have to recall this time.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and recall as well because I just have one guy to recall, and I don't think it's going to affect your recall. I get a gold and a hammer.
Okay, so I'm getting tons of resources. I get a scroll, a gem, 2 hammers, and a potion. That's the nice thing about the gate cards. They're good resource cards, but they're not powerful. And then I get my 2 dead guys back. And that's my entire turn.
Okay, and then John also.
I did my entire turn, which was just one guy. And then don't forget to. And then, yeah, and then my 3 guys here.
Okay. I'm going to go here. Take this guy right here. That would be it for me.
Well, if I go there, I'm going to get attacked by one of the 2 guys. If I go in the black spot, that's not great. If I go, wow, so many monsters, and I'm no longer prepared for monster battles. I probably should have got out my warrior. Especially since I have the warrior ability now. Oh well. What I really need to do is I'm going here, getting a gem. Okay.
All right, I going here and getting a hammer. Evan?
I need more resources. I am going to go here. Yeah, because I can discard cards for that, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm going to Discard 2 cards. I was saving this one, but I forgot about John's workers being 2 versus 1. So
Hmm.
that I think would turn it into a very moot point very quickly.
Yep. That. Oh man, I would have loved that one. Oh man, that would have been a great card for me.
So that gives me 2 coins.
Okay. I am going to go the mill.
Oh, he's going to trigger a fight.
I am triggering a fight, but before that, I get my action, which is going to be spending these 2 gems to convert this guy into a house. There we go. I go up on red. Then, I get 4 points. I'm at 9. Then I have to do the battle. He's getting 5 dice to my 1. I will spend 2 swords to make it 3 dice. Who wants to roll against me? John?
Nope, Evan.
How many dice does he get?
He gets 5. The game comes with like black dice for the monster, but you can use your own.
Oh, I thought I clicked them all. All right, I brought him over.
Okay. Nobody else is joining, right? Nobody else.
No, nobody else is in range. So yep.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Roll. I got a 5 as my highest.
Yeah, 5, 4, 4.
That's
So
5,
you
4,
get
1.
monster wins.
Except for I'm playing. Well, first I'm playing this quest. For each spell I use this turn, I get 2 points, and then I use my lightning bolt. That counts as a 6. I could have done that too. Darn it! I should have done that.
So what you're saying is, if I rolled a 6, your entire plan would have been thwarted.
True. Well, you'd have to have a 6 and a 5. So I win the combat. Do I want to go up on the glory track or go up on red? I want to go up on red. I kill it. I go up on the red track. And red monster is the dead. First monster fatality. That would be my turn.
All right. Going to the dungeon. And let's see.
Oh, that's going to trigger a fight, John.
Yeah, it is. Do you want? I'm going to go and spend this token for a gem and a gold. And I'm going to buy this red card. So I go up on the red track. And then yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'm going to spend 4 hammers and taking this green card. So I go up on the green track.
What do we got? Discard one of your treasure tokens from any realm. Gain the resource indicated on the token, and 1 point.
Eh.
Gain 2 gold. With an orb, you also get 2 points, but you have to use your dragon to do that.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So I guess Evan, you got first. Are you bringing more guys in?
Well, are you going to put your tile out first?
Oh, I guess I could do that. That also is important.
3 potions.
Where do we want to drop this? You want? All right. That's the tile. All right. So Evan, you bringing in reinforcements?
Nope.
Yeah, I guess I am.
So it's 3 versus 5 right now.
No, it's 2 versus 5.
He's got a house adjacent.
Yeah, and his guys are only counted as
He's a warrior.
That's my warrior. So
is that a
it's 2
warrior?
die.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, all right. So it is 3 versus 5. Yep.
Evan, you spending any swords?
I have no swords.
John, you spending any swords?
I'll spend 1. Just going to make the full 6.
So 3 versus 6.
All right. Ready?
Yep. Oh. I only rolled 1. Sorry.
Ooh, he finally rolled decent.
6, 3, and a 2.
6, 5, and 4, 4. So yep, I get that one. Finally.
So he goes in here, which is fine.
Get you a sword.
I go up on the glory track. I get 2 points.
And Evan's turn.
It is my turn. I'm going to take my last guy, and we're going to go to the new place. Of course, I should
You're
have
welcome.
figured out which one, which resource I wanted. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take. All right, that's it for me.
I'm going here, getting the gold token, and that's it for me.
Oh wait, and my guy goes out at the end of my turn.
Oh yes, sorry.
Yep.
Where do you want to go?
Now, if I place him next to a monster, that doesn't trigger the monster moving, does it?
I don't think so.
I don't think.
Because you're not doing the normal action. He's just going into an empty
Let
one.
me check. You do not cause monster rush.
Okay, that's what I figured. Like, it would be kind of dumb, but
Yeah.
where do I want to put him?
Well,
You know what? We're gonna
yeah, I
stick him
figured
here.
you might want to do that. That's why I put. I did mine. Oh, you're me. I don't know why I'm in elementary school talk today.
Oh, that's why we were saying boobies earlier.
I wanted that gold coin.
You can still go get it.
I could go after the hammers. I would have the hammers, but I'd have to survive combat again.
Yeah. There's literally nothing stopping you from getting that coin.
I get the coin.
Yeah,
yes.
you get the coin no matter what.
But you get 2 dice against my. Well, I could
2 dice.
potentially get 2.
See?
I have no swords left. You have a sword.
I do.
So you could potentially have 3 against my 2. I still have 2 workers. I could hold off. I think what I'm gonna do is go here and get this gem. Okay.
Boo, Nathan. Boo.
My turn then.
The people want to see conflict.
All right, conflict it is. I go here. I get 2 gems.
What do you get? 2 gems?
Because every time I go in a red place, I get a gem.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you have that thing.
Or I could take a gem and a hammer. I think I'll take a gem and a hammer. All right, Evan, you gonna bring in guys? Can make this a party?
No.
I'm bringing in a guy. Just one though. All right. So right now it's 4-1.
Correct.
That should be fine, right? All right, I'm good.
I'm going to bank on John rolling poorly.
All right, rolling.
All right,
That's
rolling
a
this
6
guy
and a
over
5.
here.
So, yeah, I win. You can't.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Yeah. So I
Gotta
go
get
for
this.
glory.
Oh,
I
come
get
on.
a good of my choice. I'll take a scroll. All right, and that's my turn then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to recall.
Okay. That works for me.
Well, I had no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go here.
Get more swords.
Oh, I guess I have
That.
to. No, I have to take the worker to do that. So I
No,
have to
I-
do it.
Yeah, I was about to say
If it-
warriors can't activate that one, right?
So no, anything if it's just a basic worker, any unit can do it.
Oh, okay.
Like, it doesn't really matter. I can take it off the fortress. Doesn't matter. So we'll go there. We'll get two swords.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy off. He's going to go down here to build, I think. No, we're going to go and I'm doing this the wrong order. I'm getting tired. It's fine. We're going to take this guy, bring him down here to the sunken ship. So I gain a gold. And then we'll see other parts. I got to get a treasure token.
Yeah.
And then
Where's
then-
your warrior going?
my warrior. Ha! You didn't lock it.
Block now.
There we go. And then we're going to go onto the summon, and we're going to summon something. We're going to this, and this, and we're going to unlock the dragon.
Uh-oh.
And then that's the last guys out there, and these guys come back.
4 swords and a warrior and a dragon. That sounds very warlike to me.
Sounds peaceful to me. That's just how you say hello.
Well, you're fine, Nathan, because you haven't done anything to me. John, on the other hand, has attacked twice.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I think it's been more than twice, but yeah. Sure. I'm
I
going here
don't
and getting
understand.
that coin that I tried to get earlier.
Nothing stopped you from getting it, Nathan.
Other than then, I would have lost that combat. And it's John's turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go here and get a hammer. All right, that's my turn.
All right. All right, so we're gonna come to the mage tower.
All right, you're picking a fight with something.
Well, I'm gonna pick my cards first. And I get 4 because of the green guy.
Correct.
Yep.
You set it up so the crocodile would attack you, essentially.
Which,
If that you choose a crocodile.
yeah.
Either way, it's 5 dice.
Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this one because I highly doubt I'm gonna work that one to make it happen. All right, so I could either do the crocodile or I could do the other thingy. Let's see if I could do the crocodile. Well, either one puts me at
5-3. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 5-4 because of my building.
Oh yeah, 5-4. Yep. Not bad.
Well, I was more looking at the board over here. And either one's going to put me at 3. But I think the blue makes more sense because I have a blue card down here, so it's going to give me more points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll bounce the crocodile up to here.
So crocodile gets 5 dice.
Versus my 4.
Hey, Nathan, you gonna jump into this?
No.
Not at Come on. You want? Even the guy with a single sword could still win the fight.
He could, but
just ignore that they're bringing artillery, and.
Yeah, but I benefit by having 3 workers out. You ready?
Yeah, I'm not going to add anything else. 4 to 5, I feel good. So
no swords.
No
you
swords.
6. Okay, I'm rolling.
I rolled poorly.
I rolled a John.
They rolled worse. You win.
I win?
Yeah, they got 4-2. You got 4-3.
Oh, nice.
So, dragon's gone. You can either go up on the glory track or you can go up on the blue track.
I get 2 versus. I'll go up on the glory track, I guess. That gets me. Two points. That's 2 points immediately, right? Not end game.
Yes,
that's what I assumed. Yeah.
Okay. So I just put myself. I was like, I better make sure that it wasn't.
But the colors are. If you went up on blue, it'd be 3, possibly more if you get blue. You have a blue card, so it's actually more points for going up on the blue track.
It's only 3 points versus 2, right?
But you also get your. So it itself is worth 3 points for being there, but your card itself is also worth 3 instead of 2.
Oh, those are worth the point. Okay, I didn't realize that those were actually worth the points too. I thought those just counted for how much
Right.
points. Okay. No, I
Plus,
got you
you
then.
get points if you ever built a blue dwelling. That would be worth 3 instead of 2.
Okay, so I'll put myself back on the thing and I'll go up. That makes more sense. Yeah, I didn't realize that I would get that point also. So
Yep.
And you also
right.
screwed up my turn by doing that, which I should have advised you on that because now my gate card is not worth as much because I'm not the highest on the blue track,
Yeah.
which means I'm not going to get the gem I wanted. But I am recalling, which puts me up on the glory track because I have 3 markers out there. I get a resource of my choice, which I currently, which is going to be a scroll. I think. Am I the highest in the black track at least? Yes, I am the highest in the black.
For now.
For now. 1, 2, yeah. Okay, so first guy's coming back, gonna give me a potion and a hammer. Sitting on a lot of resources. Need to start spending them. Second guy's coming back and going to build me a dwelling, spending a gem to get a dwelling here, which gets me up on the red elemental, which hopefully screws up John. He doesn't
Nope.
have a red gate, actually. Oh, he does have the red gate.
Yep. But it doesn't screw me up.
And that's my turn.
All right.
I should
I'm
have called
recalling.
another person actually, but oh well.
All right. I'm recalling right now. So I'm going to go and drop this here. I'm going to return this guy here. He's going to go and get me 3 gems. I'm not going to bother taking them because I'm immediately spending those 3 gems to turn this guy here into a house.
Oh, sorry. I should have got 2 points for building my house too. Continue.
Whatever. I'm not worried about it. All right. So that moves me up 2 on the red track.
Okay. So you're maxed out.
Yep.
You get an orb, which you can use on your Troll's Feast.
Yep. Unfortunately, I don't have a warrior yet.
Yes.
All right. This worker here is going to come back, get me a hammer and a gold.
Did you score your points for your house?
Oh, no, I did not.
That's 4 points.
All right. All right. So I still got 1 worker out here. Yeah. Now I assume whenever you go and summon a worker, you can't go and use them for actions, unfortunately.
No, they go on your board. So yes, in the future you can use them, but not now.
But yeah, not immediately though. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting at.
They go in
All
your
right.
ready area.
So we're gonna go and drop here. We're gonna spend 2 hammers and a sword.
Get your warrior.
Get me my warrior. Finally.
what's your warrior do?
Every time my warrior is in a battle, I gain a victory point, whether I
Okay.
win or lose. I really wanted that black one to, summon them back out. That would have been.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been nice, but oh well. All right. And then do I want to? Because I can summon more than one thing, or can you only summon one thing?
Just one.
All right. Because I could have summoned my dragon, maybe some workers. Well, that would cost me, what, 3 for that last worker? It's
Yes.
1, 2, 3, correct? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then I guess that's it. Then that's all through my actions. So I'm done.
Yeah.
And I now have the red one locked in as highest, don't I?
Yes. Well, technically, if I get up to the 5, we'd be tied. So you would no longer get it. So there's no guarantee.
Yeah. I thought the top one was exclusive. Am I wrong on that one?
I could double check.
But yeah, Evan can go and take his turn.
Yeah, that's immaterial. That so
Yeah.
we're gonna go here. I'm gonna take this card. So I'm just gonna kick it over because it gets me a magic card.
Are you done already?
Yep.
Let's see.
Because I mean, I figured that would probably inform your decisions.
It may. Person.
Oh, I can't wait till my next turn. I have a great plan.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
It says, well, when talking about the orbs, it says only the first player to reach the top of the track reaches the orbs, gets the orbs, so that it does imply that more than one player can reach the top.
Okay.
Okay. I may not, but I am going to be going up in a second, maybe. Do I want to do that first or that first? Where did I put my workers?
Over here? No, that's not them. You got 2 right here.
Oh, wow. They blended so much. Okay, yes. So I am going here first. So I draw one of these. Oh, the yellow monster comes out. Do we want to go here? I think I want to go here. You know what? No, I'm going to go. I will put it over here. So the yellow monster goes on there. Yellow monster's an interesting one. Okay. Oh, that's true. When an active player places a unit in the same realm as the winged serpent or an adjacent realm, that player gains a point. When the player would trigger the battle with the winged serpent, they may choose not to. So
he's
battling him's optional. He gives you points for going in his realm. So actually, I will put him here. Okay, and then there's that. Okay, my 2 cards is going to be this blue one and this red one. So I'm going to go up on blue and red. Throw away Evan's token. Red. Then I have to spend 4 scrolls and 3 hammers. And I'm putting my orb on this card to activate it. Which just gives me a point every time an extra point every time I go there. That's just a point generated. Oh no, resources and points. When I take
Yep.
action. Okay, that would be my turn. Oh, I need to flip the next cards. Oops, not the full deck. Explosive ruins.
I should probably look at those.
the wizard can go there to either gain 3 potions or 2 magic cards.
Oh, that's lame.
Brewery, when you place a unit in the water realm, get an extra potion. Considering I tend not to buy special units, the wizard one's not very useful for me. Okay, go ahead, John.
Yeah, I have some bad news for you, Nathan.
You can attack me already.
Yeah, I got a warrior. I got aggressive, and I have nobody on the board.
Doesn't mean you have to drop it where Nathan is.
I'm going to, because I get a victory point for getting into a fight.
Which means we're getting close to the end of the game.
Yep.
Because there's technically 2.
So I'm just going to get my point, because win or lose, I get a point.
Yep. Draw your tile.
Yep, draw my tile.
That's the purple one, so it goes away.
All right. You want? Yeah, we'll do that.
Well, the plus side to winning this combat, I get losing this combat, I will get a sword and I get to place my next unit anywhere.
Yep. I got 4 dice right now.
I get 1.
And I should buy my cards, because that's also kind of the other thing I'm,
Oh yes, do your thing that first.
Doing that.
I distracted you.
Wait, can he place that there? Doesn't the token
it has to touch 2 places.
2? Yeah.
Oh, that's place 2. Okay. Oh, all right.
So you can do
fine.
there.
Yeah, I guess we'll go here then. All right, well, you can take care of that then. Let's see. What can I buy? I could buy.
So there's officially
gain 2 money with an orb. You gain 2 points. I'm not gonna be able to get that.
Yeah, you haven't got your dragon, so
I haven't got my dragon. That one seems mean. I don't like that one.
Isn't that what you want to be?
Oh, well, I can't buy it, so no.
Only because you don't have the option to do it.
Yeah, I'll go up 1 on yellow. That one I want? That seems silly. I mean, I got the thing. I got gold production, so I mean, I could actually make use of that. But that seems silly. So instead, I'll just drop all these. You know what? I can unlock my dragon. Plus, also that gets me 4, and I have 2 of those cards, so that's a 5-point move. And then I'm going to go and kill this one, because I don't like that one. I don't want anybody doing that black one on me.
Well, we're really close to the end of the game, so it might not even be a moot. It might be a moot point.
It might be moot. Yeah, it might be.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's interesting.
So combat.
This one. Foul Crypt. If you take this action, you can choose a 1 magic card that's in the discard, so a card that someone's used, and gain it into your hand. Woodland Fort. Each time you construct a dwelling, gain a glory. That'd be better early game. Okay, let's do our combat. I cannot bring anybody in.
Neither can
I don't have swords to add.
I got 4 dice versus 1. I feel good on that. I'll just.
Okay, let's roll.
All right, I got 6 and a 5, so I win.
I got a 6.
Yeah, so did I, but I got more dice, so.
Unless I
Yay.
had a fireball to get an extra 6, but no, I don't. So he
All right.
dies. I get a sword.
Yep.
I wonder if I want to do something. It's foolish, but I might do it anyways. Just because it's cool.
Do I go up on green? No, I think I go up on black because that boosts up my one dwelling there. A point. Yeah, because otherwise, yeah, I could do go to that to get 3, but nope. All right, so yeah, that's the play, I think. All right, that's it for me then.
Oh no, that makes more sense to do that.
All right. I'm going to drop. Oh, excuse me. My warrior there. Get this guy here. That pulls this guy in here. So I can't bring anybody in.
Correct.
So right now it is 3 die to 4.
Correct.
I'll throw a sword at it just to be safe.
So 4 to 4.
Yep. 4 to 4. Ready?
Yep.
2 6s.
2 4s. I'll let John roll next time. Even his bad rolls are probably better than mine.
All right. So I either go up on the glory, or I go up on the black, which I don't have anything in the black. I don't have anything, so I can choose which one to go up on then, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So I'll go up on the blue.
Nah. Jerk face.
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh wait, actually, you do have one, Evan. You had 2 of them on here.
What? Oh, then curse you, Tabletopia, and you're
I was about to say,
putting
it's
stuff
like,
together.
I was like, I got 3 out there, and I got a 4th one. There's 5
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
I had 3 there, and I didn't see one next to mine. I was like, I guess I don't have any more.
Oh, that's helped me. So
I mean, I didn't want to help you, but you know.
I'm gonna do something that's maybe not the smartest thing to do, but it's funny. I'm going here
How are you going there?
because
Oh, you don't have guys out.
He doesn't have any guys out.
I get this potion. Actually, no, I'm gonna go here and take the gold. It's the same
Well,
effect.
you can't go there though.
Oh, it
because the
can't go there.
monster's
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm obviously getting tired too. So monster goes into my space. I play this magic card, spend a sword and a gold, which is why it's kind of dumb because I'm spending gold. But I get to capture the monster, and now I control this monster. So basically, it is my unit until he dies.
Okay.
And he gets 5 dice. I keep his ability. So only I get the benefit of the extra card at the gauge tower.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, so that's my turn.
All right. Evan, I need fights. You can give me fights.
Are you sure you want to fight me, John?
Yes. Because yeah, you can bring in. Oh yeah, you got a dragon there. Be 3, 5, 6. And I'd be at 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. So I mean, it'd be, and I could spend a sword, make it 6v6. We'd have a true epic brawl. Do I want to do that? I kind of want to do that. I also kind of don't want to do that. It probably makes more sense. I don't know what's the time. Can you also recall early if you want to?
Yes. You only get actions for the ones you take from the board, though.
Right. Yeah, might as well as. What else is end game scoring points other than bites? That any of those things you have? He's trying to be good too, but yeah, I don't know. We'll just go and do something. I'll take 2 gems. No, gem and a hammer. All right. That's my boring turn.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to pull off my fantastic turn that I will absolutely love here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that really why you didn't want me to fight? Is because you wanted to do something?
No, it wouldn't have impacted it at all. So I'm going to play Ritual. So I got to place one of my units on the board and place it
into the underworld.
Instead of getting the sword, I get 3 cards.
Nice.
Okay. And you're on the black track, so it's free. You don't spend the sword for the card.
Yep.
All right. Now, I'm going to take a guy. I'm going to put him back in the same spot.
Interesting.
We'll take that because I can. And then my favorite part about this is my turn's over. That was my warrior. We put him here.
Ooh, so if I go there, 6 dice against your 5. If I go there, 6 dice against your 3. But you have 3 swords.
So go there. Ain't nothing stopping you.
I might. Yes, I will. I'm going to go here. Take the gold coin.
Well, don't you? Oh, yeah, he has a guy there. Yep, which you can do because, yeah.
So, Evan, are you bringing your dragon in?
Sure, because if I get to kill it, I get extra stuff.
Yep, you get. Yep.
Bring my worker in. So, are you spending your swords?
Well, I can only spend 1 to get to 6, so might as well.
Yep. Nope, that's fair.
So currently 6 versus 6.
Let them fight.
Okay.
Come on, Evan.
Let's
Kill
roll.
that dragon. Kill that treant.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yep. Roll. I got a 6, a 5, and a 4.
I have 3 5s.
Yep.
So I'm winning unless you have something you can do about it.
Nope.
Okay. So your 2 guys die. You get 2 swords. I go up on the. What?
There we go.
I go up on the glory track, which gives me an element of my choice. I'm going to go up on red.
You really have no reason to.
Well, I have 2 red buildings, so that increases their value to 5 each.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a red card. So that's 3 more points, or 4 more points for me, basically. And that's my turn. It also hurts you, so that's good.
Yeah, that's the real reason. Let's be honest. All right. Well,
Just pile it on, John. It's fine.
I mean, I don't mean to, but I kind of need to. All right, you bringing the guy in?
No.
All right, I'm bringing him in because that's going to get me a point.
Okay, Evan, are you spending swords?
What's Sean rolling? I don't even know.
I got
4,
5 dice.
5.
Right now, you're rolling 2 to his 5. You can get all 6 of your dice.
And I'll throw 2. I'll throw 3, so that puts me at 5 die, right?
Yep, 5 to 5.
All right, then I will then spend one more then to get
So
myself
6 to
up to the
5.
6. Give myself at least a little bit of a chance.
A
I know
5
I'm
and a
gonna
4
lose
and a
this fight.
4.
5, 5, 5.
So
Yeah,
you won.
3 5s. No cards to help you with that?
All right, and then I'll go up on here, which will get me 2 points.
And Evan gets a sword back.
Yep. All right, it's your turn, Evan.
Card limit's 7, right?
Yes.
All right. We're going to go to the Mage's Tower.
You only get 3 cards now because I control the monster.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot to play a card before I started too.
No,
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was just recruit. It gets me a free worker.
Ah,
nice.
nice.
I was counting. I was like, wait a minute, I'm 1 off.
Maybe
1,
3
2,
resources.
3,
That's
4,
pretty good.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So legendary. This one goes away, and okay, so that's that. And then the monster moves, or is it your choice?
The monster does move.
Okay.
Ooh.
Why is it? Oh, because the tile's not flat.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's 2 to 5 right now.
All right, Evan, are you wanting me to join this fight to kill that Triot?
No, I'm gonna kill it.
But I want to kill it. I want my fighter in there. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, you
Or
can
does
join
it-
it. I'm gonna join first. I get first option. John, you gonna try to join and kill the monster? It's
Yes.
like whoever gets of all of us, whoever gets the highest rolls.
So right now that
wins.
gets me 3.
Right now, I'm looking at 6.
Yeah, I'll do 5. And that's going to get me a point.
So I have 2. I can't bring anything else in. I'm going to spend 2 sword. Well, I guess I spend last, don't I?
Yeah, I already.
Yes.
I already.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I have no
I
sword
have-
to spend.
I'm already at my max.
So yeah, you got free reign to do as you wish.
Okay, so I'm rolling 4.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's roll. I got 2 6s and 3 5s.
6, 6, and a 5. And then 2 1s. Really?
Yeah,
I finally get a good roll.
it's not me. So
So I won. John, you still get a victory point, right? Because you're
Yeah, I already
involved
got
in the
my
battle?
point. So
Okay.
yeah.
I
So
threw
you
my
got-
guy in and got my sword back.
Yep, you can get your
And I get
swords. I go up on
2
the glory,
swords.
which gets me another
I
orb.
really needed that glory. I have a victory point card in my hand that's basically been worthless because of frickin' Nathan winning all the fights.
I'm gonna decide whether I want to.
At least you've won fights. I have not won one. No, I beat 2 monsters and that was it.
Yeah.
Anything else, I cannot win.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Hmm.
Which is why
Like-
halfway through the game, I get rid of victory point cards that were win a battle.
Yeah.
Well, I keep it.
Mine has to be at the end of the game. And I have not been able to get up the track. Like, I should be tied with. Actually, no, that would put me ahead,
Yeah.
which is where I should be, which is where I need to be.
I started the game with an end game scoring for being the lowest on the glory track, and I discarded it. It's like, that doesn't work with my character.
Yeah, no, mine, I was like, oh, yeah, I have to be highest on it. I'm like, yeah, that'll work great.
What's
My
your turn,
guys are all
Nathan?
bigger.
Yeah.
I could do fights earlier than everyone else and have a good chance of winning, and then just didn't.
I don't want to do that. I'm trying to figure out if there's. It's getting close to the end of the game, so I don't know if I want to save my orb for if I potentially get a cut specific. I'm going to use it for. I want to gain 2 magic cards, or just 3 points. I think 2 magic cards. Oh, nice.
So these quests and whatnot, when do you play them?
Whenever, I
Whenever
think
you fill the criteria, it doesn't even have to be your turn.
Oh, well, then I got one.
Oh, well, then, yeah, just get it.
We got this one. If you have 7 cards in your hand, including that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
you get your 3 points.
I was just thinking, I was like, this is going to be hard to keep this until end of game.
No, it
I
has
got-
to have the eye for the end of the game.
I got this one that allows me to recruit my last worker. Oh no, I still got 2 workers left that I haven't recruited. Well, I'll save that maybe.
Oh, end of turn, I got to put my
Hmm.
guy out. Where do I want to stick him?
Someplace inconvenient for Nathan.
Nowhere's inconvenient for me.
We're going to go right here. No, that's not right. We're going to go here. That works.
Oh, so I could actually do that recruit, get a worker, and then go in and attack you. No, I'm recalling anyways. So he's going to go on this map of the world. I get 2 resources, which is going to be 2 potions, which the other guy, oh, huh. Yeah, no, I will spend them with the other guy to get another worker, and then I'll do the recruit to get my 4th worker. My final worker. Okay.
All right.
That would
Well,
be my turn. What did I do
yeah.
for,
Yeah, none of those will help out with that. It could trigger the end of the game, but I don't think I want to do that at the moment because do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that because I can't buy anything there. No, it requires potions, it requires gems. So, yep, nope, I'm just going to go right, yeah, and I'll get a hammer. And that's my turn.
you really want to go there?
Yep. No, excuse me.
Okay.
Yep, your turn, Evan.
We're gonna go here because I need the potion. Okay.
Interesting. I could do that actually. Do that. You could screw me up. I'm going here. Yeah. Actually, I'm going here, taking the 2 hammers.
All right,
Okay.
my turn then. All right, I'm recalling, so I'm going to get 3 gems. And then recall this guy. Fortunately, I can't do the warrior one. Yeah, I know I shouldn't have jumped in on that. No, I was getting greedy. Because, yeah, that would have been 4 points for me. Yeah. I done goofed. All right, that's my turn.
I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna build a thingy on this duder right there.
Okay.
So
Can you
it
go
puts
up
me
on the blue?
there, lets me go up on the blue.
I'm going here. Taking the hammer. I am capped on tokens. Okay.
All right, my turn, huh? And I'll take that. All right.
Okay. Evan cannot join. I am not joining. I'm not spending any swords. So I get 1 die to your 2, unless you want to add some swords.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 swords.
So 1 die to your 4.
Yep.
Come on,
Which
6.
we've seen me but biff this. Like, oh, I just hit 2, 2, and a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, finally.
Actually, I will spend the gold to use this card and re-roll. I rolled a 2, so you still won.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be mean, but it didn't work out. So I get a sword.
All right, I get a good of my choice. I'll take a hammer. And I get a point for using my warrior in a fight. All right.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you took my guy off. I guess you didn't.
Oh, no, I didn't take your guy off yet now.
Oh, I forgot I had a guy over there. I don't know how long he's been there.
Yeah, he wouldn't have. Yeah, because you just started this turn, so yeah, you should have had.
Yeah, he should be back in your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I think it matters. Okay, Evan's turn.
Moi.
I think
All
you're
right.
recalling.
I am recalling, but when I'm recalling, I'm going to play Raise Dead. So all my guys that are dead, I can use to activate my tableau.
Nice.
What?
Oh, you get lots of actions then.
So we'll take this one off here, and we will go here. So it gets me a coin. That goes there. Kick this out of the way. Okay. Next, we're going to take this guy. We're going to put him on the build. We're going to build another thingy right here on this guy.
Nice.
That kicks this one up to here. Okay, next, we're going to grab this guy. We're going to put that there so I can get 2 swords. We're going to recall this guy right over here. We're going to recruit. We're going to get my wizard. Got that. And then I got guys on the board I have to get. This guy. But I don't have any more spots, so he just goes back here.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, I'm going here. Spending 3 hammers to make this guy a house.
Yeah, I was about ready to go and attack you there.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do it last turn. I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that.
I was thinking about it. I was like,
Okay, so I get 6 points because of 2 ruins and a house that are next to it. Then I go up 2 on the black, get another orb, which I will immediately spend for Well, I haven't seen a need for that. Yeah, I will spend it for a magic card and a gold, actually. I was thought about the 3 points, but. Ooh. That worked out well. I've been getting lucky this game. So that would be my turn.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I guess I'm going to go here to the Mage Tower. And I will spend a gem and a hammer. And I will draw 3 cards. Yeah, of course. I mean, I could potentially do that, I guess. That's 4 points, I guess. One of the ones I have to discard has to be of those 3 that I drew. Or could it be any
Yes.
card?
I'm pretty sure it has to be one of the 3 you drew.
Your turn, King.
I would imagine.
I would imagine as well.
Oh no, any card from your hand. I was wrong.
I mean, I could potentially get to the end of the track, glory track. Probably not before the end of the game. Not at this rate. So I'm just going to discard that one then. I don't know where the discard is. We got a lot of cards over here.
Yeah, just anywhere over here.
Yeah.
Well, we could make a proper discard. There is some ways to look through it, All right. Anyway, yeah, that's my turn.
I mean, that one card you had that said "look through the discard" is the only one I've ever seen. I've not seen it on anything like that.
I'm gonna go here to the fortress. I'm actually gonna get rid of a sword. And I actually had 2 raised deads. Oddly enough, when I drew from the Mage's Tower, that was 2 of the 3 cards I got, or 2 of the 4 cards. I'm like, great.
Well, it worked out because everybody's been attacking you.
Yeah. That was the silver lining.
I thought I was going to be the target of this game. I kind of was a little bit, but not nearly as badly as you were.
No, you both were targeted pretty equally. It's just that one of you kept on beating my rolls even though I had more dice than them. And the other one didn't.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
I also attacked Evan more than he attacked me. So between the 2 of us, we both hit him a lot.
Yeah. But I've been hitting everybody.
Yes, you have.
I am an equal opportunity hitter. Anyways, you're done, Evan?
That's it for me.
Yes.
Yeah, most of my momentum has been stopped multiple times because I lost progress and moving into the board from being attacked.
Yeah.
So
I may recall, even though I still got 2 people back here. Yes, I'm going to recall. I'm going here. I get 3 resources and 3 points. So
I wanted you to stay there because I was going to beat you up.
Take a potion.
Oh, I picked the wrong guy. It was supposed to be just be a dude.
No, yeah.
The downside to this looking at an angle.
Yeah, you have to kind of like get at like you have to rotate the camera down to see.
Yeah, and I have it zoomed out so I can kind of see what everyone else is doing. So I just happened to zoom in. I was like, wait a minute, that's my dragon. Why do I have my dragon out there?
Okay, so it is now John's turn.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go right, yeah, and take a hammer. All right, that's my turn. Now, is anything worth points unless, like, you have something that tells you it's worth points, like, gems, etc., etc.?
I do not believe so. Not that I remember. See,
Might be
Unspent-
tiebreakers, I assume.
unspent orbs are worth 1 point, so not really great because you can get 3 points if you use them on the track.
Yep.
You get points for your position on the map, on the elemental track, dwellings, tableau cards, vault cards, which is tableau cards, and prophecy cards. So no. If there's a tie, number of resources, including magic cards. So yeah, tiebreaker for with resources.
All right, I'm going to All right. I'm going to place my wizard here. Not because I want to fight you, John. I just want the cards.
I don't know. That's looking like a fight. Actually, can he teleport? I don't think
Technically,
he can teleport in. He cannot teleport into a fight. He's not.
Oh, you
aggressive.
can't teleport into a fight?
No.
There is one faction that has the ability to do that, but otherwise
well,
you have to be.
Then I don't get the cards.
You may want to. I don't know if it's great, but you may want to do if you have the resources, buy some cards and trigger the end of the game. Or somebody else does. You'll get one more turn. But do you have resources? Yeah.
Now, what we'll do is we'll go. We'll teleport there.
Yep. I get the 2 gems.
Oh. 2 gems is good, but will it be worthwhile?
Well, unless you need the sword for something. Oh, you're looking at what you can buy.
The sword is nice though, just so I can defend myself as need be.
What color do you care about? You're mostly on blue. So you kind of want to buy the blue card, which is going to give you need potions.
Yeah, I'll take the sword just if I have to fight for whatever reason.
Yellow is gems, though. Yellow card would
Yeah.
help both at all. You're kind of low on the yellow track, but you have a yellow house.
I'm done.
All right.
Okay.
David?
I'm going to go here. I am going to take the magic card and get it, spend it right away to get a magic card. Oh, oh, that's funny. Go ahead.
All right. I am going to go to the mill and I'm going to build. And I'm going to spend 3 hammers. So, hammers. And that's going to get me up 2 on this track. So I'm just going to go over here and take 3 points.
You also get 2 points for building next to another building.
Oh, I forgot my points for building these guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
do that. Go ahead.
yeah, that's important.
That's 2 per, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total.
And yeah, 4 points for building.
It is very easy to forget you score your points in those.
It slipped my
Yeah.
mind.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Now I'm going to trigger the end of the game.
Okay,
Yep,
so
that's
each
what I
gonna get.
figured.
Oh,
Yep.
I needed one more turn.
Nope.
Well, I
this
get
is-
one more turn. But I needed 2.
We'll
Yeah,
slap
no,
this guy.
I got
over
everything
here.
lined up perfectly. I'm good.
Yeah, I figured if we're going to do that, because I'm not going to win the game. So if I rush it now, let's see if it screws Nathan or John up.
Well, if the dynasty building a dwelling in this 2 blue spot, double blue.
All right. So that goes there. I can build or buy cards now. I am going to buy this blue one. Because I have 2 gold. That
Blue
puts
divvy up.
my blue all the way up, which I might as well stick this right here on the
3 point.
2-pointer, right?
Oh, somebody else took the 3. 2. Okay, yeah.
And then I can trash one, right?
That's one. Oh yeah.
Um,
It's not gonna matter. I don't think.
hey, John,
Yeah.
you attacked me a lot, so we're trashing this green one.
Okay. I
don't think
couldn't
either of
I
us
couldn't
can
go there to
actually
the dungeon
build it.
anyway. I pretty much have
Well.
to recall. But it will be after Nathan has to take his turn.
Which unfortunately is probably gonna be it's gonna be recall as well.
Do you even have anything out there?
I had one guy out there. I had put him out there so
Where?
I could. I just grabbed him already. He was here.
Oh, okay.
I put him there so I can build a dwelling there, max out my blue.
But you can't because
can't.
you need at least 2 guys, or you needed for me not to be sitting on the mill.
Well, either that or be able to get there, but I need like 2 turns to get there, 3 turns.
Yeah.
I needed one more guy out so I could recall him.
So recall.
So yeah,
Yep.
I get 3 points and 3 resources. I don't think the resources is going to matter, but
It's tiebreaker. All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to go drop him here, which that's going to get me points equal to my, so that's going to get me 5 points. Yeah, me being aggressive and trying to get in on that dragon, on killing that, your monster there, cost me 5 points.
yeah, my lucky rolls are really kind of
Then is it my
All
turn?
right.
possibly one.
Yeah, and then it's your turn. I don't think anything else I do. Let's see, actually, wait. I probably would have could have left that guy there and probably do a build because that makes sense because that gets me points for having a green building. So yeah, I'm doing that. So I'll spend the gold.
So you're not recalling then?
Oh, no, I did
Yes.
recall. I just didn't recall that I did this. Oh, wait, no,
he
was
in your order. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, that was my warrior there. So no, I couldn't do that. Never mind. So yeah, you're good because I can't build on any of the places that my guys were actually at.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to the mage tower just to draw cards.
No, that's fair. That can get you some points.
Hopefully for any games for it.
So I guess I'll
That's 3.
guess I'll get a coin because
I got 12 resources, so it comes to tiebreaker. I'm doing well. I don't think it'll come to tiebreaker though.
Okay. We're going to get rid of this card because I ain't doing that. It's still my turn technically, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because then I'm going to play Swirling Vision, which lets me discard cards and then draw that many magic cards.
I'm going to
So
tell
we're
you
gonna-
right now, though, some of those rolls fights would have gone differently if I would have had this card.
4. 1, 2.
I got a
3,
miracle.
4.
Ah.
It lets me flip the die, any of my dice, to the other side.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, for like my 1-2-2 rolls. Yeah, that'd have been,
Well,
at
you
least a
still
6.
won with your 1-2-2 roll.
All right. And that's
Yeah.
it for me. So that's the end of the game.
All right. I do that one scoring.
All right. So
Okay.
where do we start, Nathan?
Let's go through this one. I was flipping through a rulebook. I also saw, there's an expansion of this game where you can get like little sound bases for the monsters. So the roar whenever you move them.
It seems
but-
excessive.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know how much I'd want to spend on that. I don't know how expensive it is. Okay, let's see. End of the game. Unspent orbs. I'm sure nobody has any.
Nope.
Okay, then position on each element track. So you want to do your own or 11?
Yeah, so what? So I get 13 then, because I got a 5, 5, and a 3.
Okay, I'll move you. 47. Okay. Dwellings. So each dwelling is worth the points equal to the matching element track. So
All right, so that's
15.
5, 10, 13. So
Okay. Then tableau card. So not the vault ones yet, but any scoring.
does that include your starting card?
Oh yeah. So basically based on the color. So for each house dwelling you have, you can score 3-year cards. And you compare it to the matching color, and that's how many points you get.
I got 3
It
dwellings, so I
doesn't
could score
start.
9 cards, so I should be fine. I got 6 cards.
Okay. Yeah, I have 3 dwellings, 3 cards. So I'm fine.
Yeah. I'm
And
fine.
then-
I got 7.
And you said each card is worth whatever it is on the.
Yes.
All right, so that's 30 points for me.
30, 32. 30. Oh wait. No, I'm wrong. I was looking at the wrong color. That last one more turn one got me so many more points. Okay, so 12, 22, 27, and 29. $58, $78. Vault scoring. Does anybody have a vault?
I do.
I don't.
It's only 2 points. So
I mean, I have a in-game scoring card, but that's it.
Yeah, so that's a lot. So now we do those end game scoring cards. I have 3 of them.
I have one of them, and it gets me 4 points.
I have 3 of them as well.
Nice.
But it's not going to generate me a whole lot.
6, 8, 10, 13 points.
So I got this one, which gets me 2, 3, 4, 7. Plus 5 is 12. Plus 2 more is 14.
Okay. And that is the final score for Dwellings of Eldervale. John won by a little tiny bit.
It was more than one.
I may have screwed up my scoring because I got confused with my color, but we'll check it. We'll find out in post. So what do you guys think of it? It went a little longer than normal because it's like everything we played goes a little bit longer on the virtual plays.
I mean, I like the. I don't know. It feels like. I mean, the swords is a catch-up mechanic, but I don't think it's that strong of a catch-up mechanic. Because if you just get hit hard like Evan did,
There's no real catch-up mechanic.
No,
Yeah.
it's more like a minor compensation, but not even a.
I mean, it's like, I mean, you can get at least one resource usually by returning a guy. So I mean, it's close to what you would have gotten if you pulled them back, but not quite because it ruins up your board space, like where you're at on the board and like where you're maybe planning to do like a next action, or like preventing you from being able to, build or anything like
Yeah.
that.
It's I wouldn't even see it as that. I see it as more as like the more some people attack you, the more swords you get, so the more nervous they are about attacking you more. But then once you spend them, you're back in the same situation.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Is even if you put a 2 spot into your gather, when you're late in the game, when you need 4 or 5 resources to do stuff, two means diddly squat. You're more
Yeah.
losing out on the action of being able to place him onto a tableau to do anything. So you're losing an action effectively, and you're gaining a subpar action.
Yes.
There's no real good catch up for it. And even at that point, you get more swords, but a lot of the combats that we had even before we added swords were 5 and 6 die. So the swords didn't matter.
Yeah,
that
that's
point.
because like for me, I was super aggressive because like all my guys are like 2. Like that's just really strong. Like I pretty much everybody was a warrior for me.
Yeah. So if you get piled on, you don't have really a great shot at it at all. It's not built that way, I don't think.
Oh man, and my other side's it's also ignorant too, because then it's the dragon and wizard. The
Yep.
dragon has scorching breath. Whenever your dragon helps win a battle, each defeated opponent must discard a resource.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like when your wizard is in a battle and you have 4 or more magic cards in your hand, roll 2 additional dice.
See, but the kind of downside of it for somebody normally when people are building up combat strength, that means they're not putting much resources into like scoring points or like building
Yeah.
dwellings. But John did pretty well in managing to do both. So yeah, you usually don't get somebody quite as strong as John was. This happened to be a particularly strong faction.
Well, the problem I ran into is a lot of the resource generation you ran out and grabbed early, Nathan, so I didn't have a chance.
Yes.
So, and then I started to move stuff out, and then I got kicked back multiple times. So I never got anywhere to. I don't think I had more than 4 or 5 resources at any given time. So, like, I didn't have a shot in the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did get picked on. I think if I hadn't rolled so well, made him nervous about attacking me more, he would have not as focused on me as much.
Yeah, and the only reason I got because those 2
Unrealistic.
blues got stuck together, I was able to just kind of get like 30 points out of it, but that was more just out of luck that nobody was really looking at them at that point.
Yeah.
Because yeah, if you take that out, then I'm like at the 30s. Like it's just overall, like as a worker placement, it's a decent worker placement. I don't think I think it has some balancing issue because there's a lot of worker placement seems to be a little more tighter. This doesn't seem very tight to me, at least.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I felt like, I mean, there's also options. I mean, we could have, like things like pulling back earlier. Like if you hadn't have gone for getting the fourth worker early, like I had, and maybe if you would have just pulled back a turn earlier, you could have gotten into the dungeon before me. Because I then was second into the dungeon to get cards for getting extra resource generation, and that kind of then left you out because then I was harder to kick out of the dungeon because of my extra strong workers.
I don't think I was set for going into the dungeon though. In hindsight, I don't know if my resources were quite right, but that's more just not knowing the game very well at that point.
Yeah,
that's immaterial.
I think if you play it a second time, you do significantly better. I think one of the things is people. It's not a typical worker placement game in that getting more workers isn't necessarily good, especially early in the game, because it does cost a lot of resources, and you want those resources early to be able to buy cards to get you more resources.
Plus,
So,
also like
yeah,
for me, it's like the cards are a little more take daddy than I like, but I mean it's not too bad.
yeah, they're more like a lot of them.
Because I
just
mean,
help
well,
you
like
with-
if you, like the two I wound up drawing at the end there, basically I could be like, oh, do you want all those ones I got? Those are sixes now.
yeah.
And all the twos I got are fives.
Part of that is also
I could have used that healing a lot sooner when I had a bunch of guys in there and could have just pulled them back out. And
yeah. Black tends to be the meaner deck, so that's part of it too. So the the elements you choose to have active will definitely have an impact. Yeah, like red is a more aggressive deck. Black is just a little bit more of a take that, I think. And the other colors tend to be a little more friendly.
ugh. Well, I don't know if I have
Yeah,
too
so
much more to add.
I think that's about it for the game. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, I particularly really like this game, and
I like it too, but yeah, I'd be kind of interested in see if there's any other like errata anyone else has come up with or something to kind of address like because also that's the other thing too is 3 player. I think that might have also contributed to the whole one other person getting kicked too. Because I feel like a fourth person might have balanced that out. It's kind of like the Twilight Imperium. You have like you know, it's like getting into combat is can be very detrimental to like one particular person.
yeah,
Because then once they
maybe.
start losing, then it's kind of like they're the easy prey. Then I don't know.
Yeah. There's definitely a fair amount of extra content that's optional content. There's some expansions already for this game, and I haven't played any of them yet, but we'll see. I'll probably try them at some point. But I think we should wrap it up. I hope everybody enjoyed watching this. Hopefully, I can convince Evan to try it again now that he's learned the game and have a better experience.
Evan, I think if we're gonna get our PG-13, I think you get to drop the F-bomb now, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Have a good night.